Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of November 9th through the 15th, 2024. So let's dive into it. We have a lot going on. We're in the middle of Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde. We just had Pluto move into Aquarius. I'm going to be itching my nose this whole entire reading. Okay, I don't know why my allergies just got so bad suddenly. I'll address that later, but just letting you know. Let's just dive into your reading, shall we? We're going to do 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Guiding Light Tarot. First card out, Gemini. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So there is a sense of like, I am over this. I am over, being unhealthy. I am done with being broke. I am done with not having any time or energy to myself. I just see this shift taking place in you, Gemini, where you're deciding, I'm not experiencing this in my reality anymore. There's a magic going on here. You're just like, that's not my reality anymore. Not doing it. And that may bring about some major epiphanies, realizations on exactly what you need to do, like the exact steps you need to take in order to get yourself out of this reality where you constantly feel like you don't have enough money left over for yourself to enjoy, or health left over for yourself to enjoy, or time left over for yourself to enjoy. That is what you're breaking out of. We have the Magician right next to that. Exactly. You have everything you need right now. And I'm getting this message sort of like from your spirit guides. Like, you have actually established a really good foundation for yourself, Gemini. Like, all of these years that you felt like, oh my gosh, I could have been doing that, I should have been doing that. What you were working on and what you were doing actually established a really, really strong foundation for you to just catapult off of and become an overnight success from. Now, I don't know exactly what this means for you specifically because it'll look different for all of you, but whatever work you've been doing these past few years, whether that be emotional work, in like business and career, in building skill sets, whatever, you created a life for yourself that is actually going to make this like quantum leap into a very prosperous new reality so easy. Okay. And you just needed to have like certain epiphanies that you recently have been having in order to like release and let go of any negative limiting beliefs that were sort of holding you back before that you didn't even realize you had. You didn't realize the potential of how like healthy you could be, or how much money you really could make based off of your skills and what you're doing and the foundation you created for yourself, or just how beautiful you are. You didn't realize the potential in yourself, and you're having a sort of wake up call where you are starting to realize, oh my gosh, I could make so much out of this. And you're getting started on that this week. We have the 6 of Wands. This is the card of success, being seen, people saying, look at how high value that Gemini is. Some of you guys, if you're like an entrepreneur, you may be offering more like high value, high ticket items. Like, that may have been one of the missing links with what you're doing, or the way that you were like presenting or marketing yourself in the past maybe didn't work, but like you had an epiphany and now you're shifting into a new way of doing things that makes you really, really seen as somebody high value that people want to invest their money in. I know that's a very specific message and it's not going to resonate with all of you, but that's what I'm seeing. Or like, even when it comes to your love life, it's like you didn't even realize just how much you bring to the table, just how much value you have, but then some sort of like realization hit you. I'll give you an example of this. Let's just say you are like a stay-at-home parent and your partner is the one that makes all of the money. Like, you could have had a negative limiting belief of like, I don't bring anything to the table here, so I should just be subjugated to, whatever my partner wants because they're the ones bringing the money in. And it's like, no, your partner like should be paying you tens of thousands of dollars, really, because you take the money that you would have spent sending that kid or those kids to daycare, that plus, if you're doing any cooking and cleaning and whatever, how much would you charge for a maid or a personal chef to come into your house? Like, that is your value, so you should be getting that value out of your arrangement. you know? And I know that's such a weird random example, but it's like, you know, some people really don't understand the worth that they themselves bring, and they really undercharge themselves or accept circumstances in life that are 9 of Pentacles reverse, which is like you don't even have enough time or enough money or resources or energy at the end of the day to simply enjoy yourself and buy what you want to buy and be who you want to be. Like there's nothing left at the end of the day for you because you're too busy giving everything that you offer away at a ridiculously like discounted or free, you know, charge. So it's like you're having some wake up calls when it comes to self-worth and value. That's what I'm seeing, Gemini. And these are going to change your life and make you very successful. Second row of cards out, we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah, you're just seeing things from a whole new perspective, and you're seeing how in these past few years, you may have even like turned yourself into a martyr for no good reason, like really struggling in life way more than you had to. We have this, it's a great realization, honestly, because now you're not going to have to do that anymore. We have the 6 of Swords coming out upright. Yeah, taking yourself from some really rough waters, not knowing, you know, what's going to happen next, to really solid, prosperous ground. I like the shift in energy here. It feels like you are uprooting limiting beliefs that you didn't even realize you had, you know? We have the Queen of Cups coming out in reverse as your final card out. There could be a water sign in your life, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, who may no longer necessarily be giving you what you need, or they could be going through their own sort of emotional issues at this time and dealing with their emotions in not the healthiest way, or sort of neglecting things that shouldn't be neglected. So if there's anyone in your life like that, you know, how do I put, like, you may have been dependent upon them in the past, but it's like you're feeling guided to be more self-sufficient and sort of be successful on your own away from this person, because, you know, they're going to start dealing with their own personal karmic things, and they're going to ease into that as you are easing out of that. Does that make sense? So it's like you are entering into a timeline in your life where you are, like, things are just clicking for you and you're becoming more prosperous. A lot of your limiting beliefs are being uplifted. And, you know, while you were in your sort of dark night of the soul energy, I guess you could say, they may have been the one that was taking care of you, or you really were like interdependent upon them. And now as you're coming out of that dark night of the soul, realizing your worth, etc., they're like sort of swapping places with you, I guess you could say. So yeah, I don't know, random message there, but thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of your week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonates down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.